It'll be hard for mid one instead to have too much impact. Koifa will have that regen being taken away from him by Saxa. And Koifa's moving over to help out Tiger. Seb has been found. He's trying to get himself a little bit of safety here back in the jungle. This time the Grave will come in time onto Seb. Seb goes for the TP out. They will have the stun to cancel it though. Seb gets held back. It will fall. They'll turn over towards Saxa. Koifa ready to clean up more. And has to time lapse out and doesn't quite have enough damage to kill off the Rubik. So Saxa will live. But now Sumail is in. Sumail, he has a remnant prepared. Oh, back by the tier 2. Well, indeed, knocked down Mickey on the way past, which was a good job. Otherwise, Mickey, he did. And he managed to grab it. He's out with the remnant and job well done. Sumail's in and out. Takes that bounty rune away from Liquid. Now down bottom, Liquid. They will find Notel, but the AA Ice Blast does come out. Sumail's a little too low on mana to capitalize on it and try and finish off these kills, so no one will die. Oh, what's he done?
I have to talk to him about that afterwards, but he's got... I don't know if I've seen Tranquil Boots on that hero before.
I mean, why
maybe
not? You know, it's...
I mean, maybe. I mid lane.
Yeah. There we go, the setup's there with a snowball. They're looking for Saxa, but Saxa's able to turn with a lift onto Tiger. Combing in with a side of fist. Sumail takes down the Tusk. Sumail, you know, you can feel him, the power. He wants to fight, and he's going to look for potentially more hit. Ice Blast doesn't hit though, so doesn't want to go further. And again, just constantly using the sleight of fist, this maxed out sleight of fist that is harassing them. Koifa moves in onto Sumail, but Sumail is prepared. He has remnants, so it's a little too hard for Liquid to go on them. Really, they need Boxy to be around with the Roar if they want to try and catch this Ember right now. Sumail jumping all over the place. Two of them, Insania and Koifa, as they look to reposition. Maybe looking towards this kill on the mid lane. We'll see how safe mid one plays it.
They want to try to get some more power on pressure because they haven't even really hit this one. Now for mid one.
That's the brutal combo there, the silence into the stun. There's no chance for a grave. Sumail will be able to find the grab onto Tiger as he dives under the tower. So a trade is found. OG seeing if they can push in for more. Sumail, he's got the slight chains combo, ready to go again. Gets the connection onto Insania. Another setup from Sumail. The Ice Blast flies through. Insania will die. Double buyback coming out from Liquid as they look to turn. They'll find Saxa with the Roar. It is just the Rubik though. Ideally with his 2 buybacks, they need to find something more out of this. But I don't think they will unless Mickey can find some sort of connection. He's there with the wraparound. Goes for the stun onto Sumail. But Sumail, he's already picked up the Arcane Rune. He's got enough mana to jump out with the Remnant. Sumail is fine. Tiger going in with a deep snowball move here. He's now starting to tick down low. Another Remnant in. Already he falls. OG Nota had the damage. And I mean, that was a dieback from the Tusker. The 2 buybacks there from Liquid not working out whatsoever as they lose Tusker second time and they lose their tier 1 tower. They only got a Rubik out of it.
Chased a bit here too. Does chase, not connect, and he actually dodges the damage and gets the mischief off.
I imagine maybe, well, obviously you want the Inkswell maxed out. I guess maybe he just favors having more damage from the Stroke of Fate to deal with the low-level Flame Guard. But I mean, even then it's just a low-level Seb. Alright, they'll take it. Boxy's in with the Roar. Seb surrounded and instantly walks into his death. Liquid, they're going to start hunting for more in the trees. They'll finally catch on an Hotel with the shards. Already Mickey starting to play around with mid one as Liquid, they've caught OG very broken up. And they're going to get the kills because of this. Mid one, he'll slowly but surely fall. The Grave will only buy him some time. Boxy's the one to claim the triple kill. As OG, they just were not ready for that. Liquid just sort of just awkwardly walked into each other and Liquid just ended up killing all 3 of them. He's keeping himself hidden for now. They do manage to catch Sumail there. They were setting up the 3 of them top and Sumail ends up walking into a bit of a trap. Sumail's game, very important that OG keep his going good. He is sort of the leader of the way that they take these fights. So without Sumail, things do start to crumble a little bit. Seb's still looking to find this catch on the bottom lane. Oh, and he's going to show because he's going to try for Notel, but Notel's got back up with him. There's a bit of an ambitious attempt there from Boxy with the Roar. Notel's going to be saved by the Grave, and Boxy's going to die for that attempt. Seb does get low to Tiger and Insania, but there's no further follow-up from the 2 of them. McKay, does he want to commit to try and finish this kill? He's revving up the ultimate. The Soulbind's out. They'll lay him down with the Boundless Strike. Seb's getting low. They'll get the kill. It's a double for McKay. Over to mid when they go in with the snowball, cancelling the TP. They'll get a 3rd kill. Liquid will manage to get out on top of that trade. They do end up losing Tiger at the end of it all to the Poison Touch, but the numbers favor them, and McKay, getting those kills as he did, continues to boost his farm on top of the Echo Saber. He's almost got the money for his Maelstrom, so the 3 cores of Liquid do remain on top. Seb's going to be the one left behind. Boxy leads in with the Roar. Seb's relatively tanky. Tiger's going to roll across. Can they burst burst him down. They're bringing him low. Seb still alive. Finally falls. The balance strike from Mickey comes out. As after cleaning up Samel, he's ready to move over, join the rest of Liquid to finish off the remainder of OG. Saxon tries for the TP, but Quakefoot finds him with the Shikuchi. Only mid one able to get out alive. Everybody else dies.
Liquid had, I was mentioning it, right? Like Liquid, they had all the information in the world. They played that, like OG played directly into their hands. And Sumail actually making a big error here. He's waiting on the outpost. I don't know if you could see it on the where the fight was happening. He was on the edge on the outpost. He got hit by the diffusal, like a couple times by the diffusal blade in the mana break.
He just walked it in. He's found Tiger. Again, Liquid, after a great play, they sort of split up and suddenly heroes start to fall. Tiger goes down and OG, they've got the mid lane moving in. See if they want to try and push down this tier 2. Of course, it will be into Mickey and his Aegis, and also very close to BKB Monkey King. Quakefoot's able to find Notail, picks him off down bottom as Notail was trying to soak up some level and farm. OG are remaining around, poking at this tier 2. They pose a huge threat for OG's lineup that do struggle to deal much damage at all through the magic community.
He's have no control for them either, and they lose to heroes as Quakefoot, he has a BKB, and now they've got the soul bind.
They have the two-man silence, look at the two of them down, and Sumail trying to get that plug off him, he cannot do so in time. Both Sumail and Sep will fall, and now Liquid can collapse on the remainder of OG. Notail will also go down. As we're seeing, Quakefoot, if he can press BKB, he is going to live every single fight. We're seeing that in the numbers 14-0-7 on the mid-weaver this game.
Yeah, he's had a perfect game, right? Like 14-0-7, he killed, he got the first, he did like everything he had to do so far in this one. Liquid have given up a couple kills here and there, but overall, they've kept their composure. Now
when they're in,
I forward the roll.
Foxy just commits straight away with the roll on to mid one. Mid one's gone over towards Saxon, they turn, he's silenced. Mickey trying to dive in for this one, and with the slow from Insania, they'll get it. 2 kills behind the tier 3s, they'll resume pushing. This game is getting closer and closer to just looking to be a little too much for OG's draft to deal with when playing behind. They're down 14k. They're going to lose this bottom melee racks. And the only real scaling core that's in an okay position is Sumail. The mid dazzle and the offlane underlord are going to struggle to offer much now against this push that Liquid can offer with their BKBs.
OG will always have to address that, and mid is also pushing in pretty nice.
Oh, it's Quakefoot as well. He's playing it the safe way in terms of itemization. He's going for the Lincoln Sphere. He did, I would imagine, see the ultimate orb on Dazzle, knows that mid one is going to try and build this Hex to have some sort of lockdown before the BKBs come out. But before that Hex is going to be there, that Lincolns will be complete. Mid lane, still up for the lead in onto Seb. Seb trying to keep himself alive with the Ghost Scepter. Buys him a little bit of time. Still though, Mickey's trying to close the gap. Jumps in deep. Over to the two of them. There's the Roar, splitting them apart. The Soulbind destroying both mid one and Saxa. Seb cannot get out in time. 3 dead on OG. Liquid are definitely free to just run down mid, take this tier 2, and almost certainly more. Sumail has been found with a Boundless Strike, does have a Remnant up. Tiger will follow through with the Sobel pretty deep, gets the punch up. Quakefoot's in on top of Sumail. Sumail, he throws up the Remnant out, but his mana, it's gone. Sumail is dead. He'll buy back. OG still trying to hold on, but this game 1 looking pretty grim for them as Liquid. They managed to play this in a way, of course, that OG's lineup just wasn't prepared to deal with the lane setup, the mid lane and the top, this mid weaver and this safe lane Monkey King. They had a dream start, and you're seeing it now in the performance. 31 minutes in, 2 sets of racks to their advantage in the 23k lead.
Before a fight.
Yeah, I can't remember who did it, but we definitely have seen some other teams play around with the idea of putting Weaver in the mid lane, but I mean, we're seeing how good it really can be. I mean, it just makes sense, right? You know, this hero, if you get those early levels, that solo XP, you know, Shikuchi hurts. You're able to do so much from an early level. You're such a nuisance to deal with. Mickey finding a beautiful jump in into the middle of 4 members of OG. Saxa goes down. Sumail and Seb having to try their best to retreat, but Seb, he's shut in by the Igloo. There'll be a buyback from mid one. OG still desperately trying to get something going their way, but I do not see it happening as the dive comes in from Liquid, taking out Notail. Sumail again in trouble. The silence from Insania. The Ink Swallow as well. He tries to close the gap on mid one. The root will hold in place. Sumail, he gets another sleight of fist out, but he will fall up inside his own base, and there we have have it. They'll tap out. It is enough for OG in this game one as Liquid. They come in with some smart strats, and it proves to be super effective. 44 to 18, 27k gold lead. This game, it was all Liquid. OG's going to have to come back with something totally different in game two.
Yeah, just love, like I said, love the way they set it up where it's like, oh, you think the Monkey King's going to be mid, then they do the little switch around, and I think this Beastmaster last pick